Hi, everybody. I'm not going to throw names out there or anything like that for safety reasons, and I don't want to get any charges brought against me for slander, but the district I live in thinks it's okay to throw at me there is a no policy against bullying. But when push comes to shove, when my kids are being bullied and they say something to their teachers or the principal, nothing is done. I think it's crap. Like, my 5-year-old daughter come home and she was so upset because this little boy had decided to pick on her and call her names, and she defended herself and defended a friend of hers. My daughter, she's not a fighter, but she does defend herself. She had come home upset, crying and saying that her teacher that was in the room with her wouldn't do anything about this little boy. He had called her names and she let it go, and then he went to push her. She went and said something to a teacher, and the teacher didn't do anything. Then she said that she went to a different area with her friends so the little boy would leave her alone, like I had taught her to do. Well, she had come home to tell me that when she went to this other area, the little boy followed them and pushed her friend and then proceeded to push her, and she fell. She got up and she kicked him and punched him, and I should start by saying she's been in martial arts since she's able to walk. She knows how to defend herself, and she's not going to be a victim. That's my biggest thing. None of my kids will ever be a victim. Now, I've taught them to tell a teacher, to tell an adult of any sort, and they would fix it. But when my 12-year-old come home one day from being bullied, he told a teacher, and the teacher told him not to tattle. Now, I think it's fucked up that there's a no bullying policy, but they don't want to do anything until your kid decides to lay their hands on the student that's giving them problems, because the adult in the situation doesn't want to do their job because it's an inconvenience to them. I have talked to the school. I have done everything I possibly can do as a parent. I have gone to the school board, and nothing seems to get done until you threaten to go to, like, a news channel or the school board and bring them involved into the situation. My children have targets on their backs because they take a little bit of extra time. My son has got a form of autism, and he has to be explained things a little further than, yes, you can do that, or no, you can't do that. You have to explain why. Well, because it's a little bit more trouble for them, because they have to do their job a little bit extra, they don't want to be bothered by it. Now, all 3 of my boys have been bullied one time or another, and I've taught them to tell an adult. I've taught them to go to a teacher or a principal or tell somebody, and they'll take care of it. How can you teach your kids to do that if the students don't feel that they can go to an adult? They can't talk to an adult because they don't feel that that's in their job title to do what they're supposed to do. Nothing gets done until my children defend themselves. Now, with my daughter, I didn't have this issue until about a week ago. She come home and she was so upset because she knows how I feel about school and how I feel about fighting. You just don't do it unless it's necessary. And it's only necessary if you're being threatened by your life. If your back is against the wall and you have no other choice. She had come home and she was honest. She told me, Mom, I laid my buddy and I'm very upset about it because I told a teacher. The teacher didn't do anything. I even left the area where the little boy was, and he proceeded to talk to my friend and pick on her and pick on me, and he hit me first, and I told the teacher. Teacher did nothing. And then the second time she got hit, she's going down, and she yelled for her teacher, and the teacher didn't do anything. So she got up and she hit this kid, and she was upset until from the time it happened till she got home that afternoon. And she came to tell me. And she was honest. Well, I'm not going to punish my kid and tell them not to hit another kid if that kid is bullying them and they're going to lay their hands on them. It's It's ridiculous that none of the teachers, the principal, nobody wants to do anything until the situation's so escalated that the parent has to get involved and threaten the school with the school board or a news channel. And all you get is there's a no bullying policy. Yet, the minute my kids get involved in this situation, it's my kids' fault. My 12-year-old had told a teacher, and the teacher told him not to tattle. That just tells me she doesn't want to do her job. She doesn't want to take the extra measure to make sure my kids are safe in that atmosphere. 3 out of 4 of my kids do not want to go to school. It's ridiculous, and something needs to be done. This is why you have screwed up kids. This is why parents need to discipline their kids. But I'll tell you, if your kid is big enough to lay their hands on my kid and the teachers and the principal don't want to do anything, they sure as hell have my permission to beat the fuck out of your kid. I am so sick and tired of this school. I'm so sick and tired of the no bullying policy, but the minute my kids get involved and nothing's done by the teachers, the principal, it's my kid that's being suspended. It's for the birds and it needs to stop. I just wanted to rant about the local school district. I've had it up to here with all the crap about there's a no bullying policy and they're so strict about, we don't tolerate, fighting. No, but you tolerate other kids beating my kids or pushing my kids or calling my kids names. But the minute my kid gets called a name and she or he tells the teacher, the principal, and they do nothing, all bets are off. You know what? If you can't do your job, then maybe you shouldn't be a teacher or a principal or be in the school board. Enough is enough. You guys have a good night. And I hope your kids are safe in schools because I don't feel that mine are.